Good evening, I'm Rodney Dunigan. We're following a number of developing stories tonight, including troubling news on the crime front across the city of Columbus. It turns out more kids have been involved in deadly crimes this year. We're poring over those numbers and getting insight on what's behind the rise. Also tonight, a major effort to push kids away from substance abuse and focus on their mental health. The rally bringing together thousands of young people to make a positive impact in their communities.
Well, be ready. The heat and humidity are here to stay for a while. We'll show you when the cold fronts are coming and how much relief they'll bring to the region. Coming up.
And OSU head coach Ryan Day getting his team geared up for a huge season opening test. We're getting fresh insight from the Buckeyes head man as the team gets ready to defend their national title. Those stories and breaking news as it happens right now on Good Evening Columbus.
Good Evening Columbus on WSYX starts now.
And we start tonight with a closer look at the violent crime numbers across the city of Columbus. On a positive note, homicides are at a 12-year low right now. The negative, as Steve Levine tells us, the number of teams behind those crimes continues to rise.
WSYX News.
Steve also tells us that a lot of local community groups will also run after-school programs this year as well. Happening right now, the city of Dublin is expected to put the brakes on the rezoning of some prime real estate from residential to industrial use. This is the area that we're talking about here. It's highlighted in yellow on this map. The land sits on the west side of Cosgray Road. The rezoning was supposed to be voted on tonight at the city council meeting, but the city wants it tabled so they can take public comment and make a few changes to that plan. And happening right now, union workers remain on the picket line outside of Sutphin fire truck plant in Dublin. Mike McCarthy has an update on when they could be back to work. When it comes to that truck order for Columbus that's now going to Atlantic Emergency Solutions, the cost is the same, about $2.6 million. And the Columbus City Council says it hopes to work with Sutphin again in the future. The company is still making trucks, and its spokesman said that it's proud of its long-standing relationship with the Columbus Fire Department.
It's disappointing. You know, it's going to have a big impact on our economy.
Tonight, it's the end of the road in Chillicothe. The Pixel paper mill is officially closed. Right now, the local Chamber of Commerce is exploring options for that site. The pending closure was announced back in April. However, city leaders pressured to put the closure on pause until the end of the year. But the company claimed that it could not carry on with staffing and demand, leaving many of the 800 workers grappling with uncertainty. And more than 150 colleges and universities are launching open AI initiatives for their students, and tonight Cedarville University can be added to that list. Today, the university president announced that ChatGPT education campus-wide. They say this technology will empower students with cutting-edge AI tools that support, not replace, critical thinking.
You know, we were talking about calculators the other day, and when we were in school, yeah, they would take a calculator away from you in a heartbeat. Yeah. Now it's part of the school's, like, it's your list, right?
Well, that's interesting.
Someday AI may be part of that too, where things advance the same way.
I'm sure. I couldn't imagine being a kid now and having to honestly write a paper without using AI when you could just put it right in ChatGPT to write that whole thing out.
But you got to check it.
Yeah.
You got to check it. Outside today.
There are a number of efforts across Central Ohio aimed at ensuring kids stay clear of substance abuse and focus on their mental health. One of the biggest, the We Are the Change rally right here in Columbus. Thousands of kids come here to commit to a healthy lifestyle and support each other. Songs, signs, and solidarity filling the Columbus Commons this spring. The positive energy literally bubbling over.
We're really just here to celebrate youth, you know, bring in that positive energy, let them know that they're being seen, just bring in a good vibe.
The We Are the Change rally has been celebrated for more than a decade. This year, Prevention Action Alliance, in partnership with the Ohio youth-led Prevention Network Youth Council, brought the celebration to the heart of the city.
It's a rally to come together for changemakers all across every corner of Ohio to celebrate the change that all of them are making. Because if we can't come together, then we can't make change.
We have a lot of youth groups that come out. We're doing a thing called showcasing. So we're bringing in youth that have done like powerful passion projects, really taking the initiative and making a change. And we're bringing them out, we're awarding them, letting them talk on stage and giving them awards, just recognizing them and showing them like, hey, you are taking the right path, you are doing amazing.
This year, the focus also on mental health. The We Are the Change rally is made possible with funding from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
Youth mental health is a big thing because it's normal. And sometimes you're not feeling okay, and if you just shove that down, you're going to feel even worse. So it's important to have a community and recognize that mental health is normal so that you can feel your feelings, so that you can be the best you.
The group even took the show on the road. At the State House, the crowd growing, many feeling energized, inspired, and empowered.
To let you know how much we love you, how much we honor you.
The positive message to inspire them to create even more positive change for themselves, their peers, and their communities. Each year, this event is very special for those kids who take part, and many believe the support they're giving each other can literally be a lifesaver for those kids who need it most. Be sure to join us this Friday for an ABC6 News Special report, Healthy Minds, a community conversation on youth mental wellness. We have a panel of experts sharing some very important information to help families and communities. It's airing at 7 p.m. in place of Good Evening Columbus.
Showdown at the Shoe is sponsored by G&J Pepsi.
All right, the Buckeyes becoming the Rodney Dangerfield of college football. No respect. Today's preseason AP poll has the team third as it looks to defend its national championship. Of course, they lost 14 players to the NFL draft and both coordinators in the offseason, so it could be worse. And that means the first game of the season will be a matchup between number 1 and number 3, but the Ohio State Buckeyes are still trying, of course, to decide on QB1. It has become a new yearly tradition. Sports Director Dave Holmes breaking it all down.
We finally tonight have a resolution between the NCAA and Michigan over that highly talked about sign stealing scandal.
Sports Director Dave Holmes is live on campus tonight. And Dave, what do you make of that punishment from the NCAA today? We're following breaking news on the southwest side of the city tonight. One person has died after a shooting. Take a look at the scene right now along Raleigh Drive. This all happened around 4 this afternoon. At this point, police are still gathering information on a suspect and a possible motive. We will keep you posted once we learn more.
And a man is in the hospital after being shot by a police officer in Newark. This happened just after 7 o'clock this morning.
We have team coverage of the story tonight. Kate Seifert spoke with neighbors about what they saw. But first tonight, Aaron Simonek is live in Newark with fresh information on this investigation. Aaron.
6 News.
All right, thank you, Aaron. And this shooting happened right near a daycare in a pretty busy part of town.
Our team coverage continues now with Kate Seifert.
Developing right now, a Columbus man wanted on murder charges is now behind bars. Andre Jordan was arrested last night in Clark County after a standoff with law enforcement. He's charged in connection with the shooting death of Brian Morris last Friday night outside of a local bar. The victim's family says that he was out celebrating his birthday. At this point, it's not clear when Jordan will be facing a judge here in Franklin County.
Happening right now, Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Donald Trump are meeting in Alaska.
Now, all of it comes as the president tries to work on a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. Here's Atra El-Nashar. Taking you live to D.C. tonight, the city is suing the Trump administration in an effort to block the takeover of its police department. D.C.'s attorney general argues that the president has exceeded his legal powers and says the takeover poses a threat to the district's home rule. There was a court hearing today in that lawsuit. The judge overseeing the case said that she was not ready to rule just yet on the administration's claim of a national emergency in the district. President Trump says the city is overrun with crime. All new tonight, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office announcing a massive bust at a problem property on the far west side of town. Take a look at these pictures. According to the Sheriff's Office, a deputy saw people putting items into the trunk of a vehicle at the New Rome Hotel and simply took off. The deputy pulled them over at a gas station just up the road for expired tags. Now, during that stop, the deputy requested a K-9 unit to search the vehicle. Deputies found $26,000 in cash as well as cocaine and marijuana. This is not the first time that we have told you about problems at the New Rome Motel. A Franklin County judge ordered the property to close its doors on August 25th. According to court documents, the property is known for a history of violent crime, drug overdoses, and even prostitution. Once it shuts down, only those approved by the court will be able to access that property. A hearing for a permanent injunction is set for later this month. All right, thank you, sir. We're on your side tonight, focusing on the mental health of kids as they head back to class.
One Central Ohio district is taking extra steps to help students with mental health issues. Tom Bosco takes us there.
That's right, at the shoe for the start of this season, and fans are getting ready as well. Down at College Traditions, students and fans have been pouring in to grab the latest Buckeye gear, and I understand that Jessica will be heading there soon to get my gift.
Your gift?
Yes, I'm just saying, before the game. We're talking hats, t-shirts, jerseys, yes, you name it. The team there is doing all they can to make sure gear is in stock to keep up with all of the excitement. Developing tonight, we've got just over a week before the start of school for thousands of students right here in the city of Columbus. And right now, Columbus City School teachers are voting on a new contract.
Take a look at this video of the picket lines. This is from back in 2022 when teachers and parents spoke out about an increase in pay. Will we be in for another strike? Let's get straight out to Kirsten Lindquist tonight, joining us live outside the Columbus Convention Center where the conversations are being held. What can you tell us right now?
Look, the kids are our future. I mean, they're the future of the state, of the country, of the world.
Ohio's youth mental health crisis is taking center stage at the State House. Governor Mike DeWine is calling for urgent action, unveiling new steps to tackle the rising mental health challenges in children. From classroom cell phone policies to statewide suicide prevention efforts, tonight he's sitting down one-on-one with us. He's speaking directly to families and laying out a vision to protect kids. Governor DeWine says it's time to treat youth mental health with the same urgency as any other health crisis. His plan includes bold changes from how we use phones in school to how we respond to suicide risk at home.
We've also seen a upswing in the most tragic thing of all, and that is youth suicide. I cannot envision anything worse for a parent than that. And we're seeing that. So we have to save those lives.
The SOAR study, short for State of Ohio Adversity and Resilience, is a long-term effort gathering insight from families across the state. It's one of the largest suicide prevention studies Ohio has ever launched.
Fran and I have 8 kids. We have 28 grandkids. We know as parents what it's like if a child is having challenges. And you want all the help you can get to deal with whatever that challenge is.
The governor says the study is just one part of the plan. He also signed House Bill 250, requiring all public schools to adopt policies limiting student cell phone use during the school day.
And we know that one of the reasons that children are having more mental health problems is because of the internet, because of social media, because of bullying that is occurring times on the internet. And having that cell phone there, we know, contributes, frankly, to some mental health problems. So having a kind of a zone, a period of time, instructional part of the day where cell phones are not available is going to help in both of those regards.
From classrooms to crisis calls, the state is investing heavily in long-term support and listening closely to what parents and educators are saying. Governor DeWine told me these efforts are just the beginning, and as the SOAR study continues, he says the findings will help shape Ohio's future policies to protect children both in and out of the classroom.
Look, the kids are our future. I mean, they're the future of the state, of the country, of the world, and they will, most of them, do very, very well. We have to educate them. We have to make sure they get good health care. But the mental health component, if they have an untreated mental health challenge, that's a big problem.
Governor DeWine says the SOAR study will continue collecting input from families over the next several years, guiding future mental health policy. And with the new cell phone restrictions set to roll out in schools, districts are now working to craft their individual policies. Happening right now, State Highway Patrol is investigating a deadly crash.
It happened last night around 8:30 on US.
The state of Ohio is mandated to redraw the boundaries of the state's 15 congressional districts this year.
It is ahead of the 2026 midterms. Aaron Simonek is at the State House with the advocates who say all they want is a fair process. A rising star injured day 1 of the preseason, but he's not letting it hold him back.
That's right, and the OSU defensive line believes they are ready when it comes to taking on Texas at the Shoe. Kellyanne Stitz at the Woody tonight to break it all down.